Rob Brown, the way that he describes it is like it's a gear switch, like in your car. And so being able to switch different techniques, different ways of playing, from like match grip to American to German, or from like a wrist to an arm to like finger or rotary or whatever. Like there's many different ways to play on different instruments that you're playing on, and in different styles, you might do a gear switch to shift between them. And I think that's a really good way of thinking that. If you're not like into cars or don't know how to do like manual, etc., another way to think of it is you're changing your different weapon to fight a different scenario. So like I'm not going to use a pistol if the person's like 100 meters out. I'd use a sniper rifle. But if they're like 40 meters out, I wouldn't use a sniper rifle or a pistol. I might use an AR. And if they're up close, I'm not going to use a sniper rifle. When they're in melee range, I'm going to use that instead. There's this like dogmatic approach that is often taught either intentionally or unintentionally, where it's like, no, there's only one way to play. And it's like, well, on what instrument? And for what style of music? And for what type of music you're playing within that style of music? That expansion of understanding of music is important. And it's one of the reasons why I also recommend not just studying different instruments so you can learn different things. Like there are things I've learned on marimba that I've applied to marching snare drum and vice versa. But then also studying with different people. So while I have studied with several different people who are really good at what they do, and I've learned a lot from them, and then I've learned remotely from hundreds of different drummers, I'm just like one person who's regurgitating the things that I understand and that work for me. But I encourage people to like listen to other rudimental instructors or drum kit instructors or percussion instructors and like learn from them to hear different approaches and go, yes, I agree with Jared in this scenario, but in other scenarios I disagree, and here's why. Because I learned this from somebody else who taught me something else, which, you know, that's just normal. You can find thousands more free drumming tips and exercises to improve your chops, limb independence, technique, and more in my YouTube channel's home tab, or neatly organized in the link at the top of the screen.